welcome to Charts and Hearts. I'm Sarah, and she's Lindsay.
And together we're working our way through an epic list of rom-coms in order to find and categorize tropes in the hopes of creating the nerdiest spreadsheet podcasts I've ever seen.
And today we are continuing Hot Chris Month with one of the original Hot Chris's. We're talking about The Sound of Music.
Hooray!
Hooray! I mean, it's not the most rom-com-y rom-com, but it's also probably not the least that we've ever done on the podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there's definitely some rom-com tropes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we don't need to do a plot summary or talk about, like, have you seen this movie before? When did you first watch this movie? Because I don't remember.
No, me either. It was just a part of my life.
Always existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting because I hadn't watched it in a really long time.
I think we watched it one year at Christmas, like with my nieces and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the whole thing because I was like getting ready for Christmas and wrangling small children and stuff. But,
so in and out.
Yeah,
but yeah,
sometime in the last like 4 years.
Okay,
but, yeah,
I have a DVD that was given to me when I asked for it. That is the 50th anniversary celebration, which was 10 years ago. It's the 60th.
I think mine's the same. Yeah.
And I had never watched it before. Because I opened it and there are a ton of stuff. Like there's an intro from Julie Andrews there's
good special features on it.
There's like I didn't even watch the special features. It was that, and then it was like an ad for the DVD. I'm like, I'm watching this. Why is this it was weird.
That is weird.
But it also has 2 discs, which I thought was pretty fun because it's Sound of Music. That's how it works. But then I remembered my VHS also had special features, so maybe that was the 40th or the 30th.
Weird.
In the 90s. I just keep buying Sound of Music special editions.
I was lazy and didn't pull out the DVD, so I just watched it. It's because it's on Disney. So.
Oh yeah, I assumed it was also on Disney, but
and I was cozy in my blanket when I decided to start it. So yeah.
But yeah, and it also had a piracy ad, which I always laugh at because of the IT crowd. But that was fun. I like to see Julie Andrews, and then I read their 50th anniversary article that they did in Vogue or Variety.
Oh, nice.
The 2 of them. It was nice. Christopher Plummer still sounded like an asshole. I think he was just an asshole.
Well, I think he didn't want to do the movie, but he did the movie anyways, and then I think he was pretty miserable on set. But it seems like they managed to somehow come out of it at least friendly.
Yeah, I think they're fine. It's just like the way that he was like interacting with the writer, but it was also a weirdly written article. I don't know. It was a weird one, but
I think he spent a lot of time wishing that
he had not been in it.
Wasn't his legacy.
I'm sure that it filled his pocketbooks.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
have you ever seen a production of the musical?
No, I have not.
No, me neither.
That'd be fucking long. Jesus.
Well, so there's a couple things. Well, there's a lot that is different, but there's a couple of songs that were written for the movie that aren't in it, including
Something Good,
and also like just I think because it was a musical in the 50s. Like I think if they did a new version of the musical now, it would be much more like engaging, but I think from what I've read anyways, a lot of the staging of different songs like Do Re Mi was just like them sitting in a circle kind of so I just can't imagine it. And also apparently it was a lot more like saccharine and cheesy, which like compared to the movie, but I think they like tried to really tone a lot of that down. But it was they did it with Mary Martin, who I don't really know very well, but I loved the version of her as Peter Pan.
That's all I know her from. Yeah, me too. So much. Yeah. I think we had it like taped off of PBS, like a lot of things that we had in our lives.
Or it was just on PBS all the time.
Maybe. I think it was. I don't actually know if we had it taped or it was just always on PBS. I don't know. Good times. Good times.
And also I love that. So like the people who cast it like had seen early screenings of Mary Poppins, but this was before Mary Poppins came out, so like nobody on the set knew anything about it. So
I know the while they're filming, she would sing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to them, but they didn't know what it was, so they just thought it was a song she made up for them, which is adorable.
Like just a special song for her.
Yeah.
I love that. Also, I thought for my whole life that Edelweiss was like an English translation of a traditional Austrian folk song.
I think everybody does, and Austria is mad about it. But
okay, so yeah, other observations. Yeah, it's so good. I was more so in this time because I think I was like getting ready to sort of think a little bit critically about the movie. More curious about the reality. I have read,
me too.
But a million years ago, her memoir,
Maria.
Maria's memoir. And so like I knew that it was very fictional. Like the only thing that's in common is not even like the kids' names. It's like that she was almost a nun and he was a captain with 7 children and they got married and they left Austria before the Germans
got them. Yeah,
that's like about it.
Yeah, and they sang. They did sing.
Yeah, they did sing. But they got married much earlier. They got married like in the 30s, I think, in the 20s. And then they were singing to make money because the like family fortune had gotten lost in the 30s with all the like banking
all the
issues
stuff.
And also his first wife, it was like her family money because her grandfather was British and invented a torpedo.
That's so weird and random.
And he was a famous, like, probably the most successful World War I German submarine captain. So
which like, they do go out of their way to explain in the trivia about how Austria, the borders have changed, so it's not actually that weird for a landlocked country to have a naval captain.
Because it was the Austro-Hungarian Empire that was massive, so it was like Croatia, like that's where he lived.
Basically, so like,
modern day Croatia.
Makes more sense. And then they took a train. They walked to the train station, which seems way less tense. So obviously,
I think it was in general way less tense. It was just like, we're going on tour to America now. Like, I don't think it was like a flight in the middle of the night. I think all of that was completely made up. Yeah. And because they came back in 1939.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And performed.
That seems really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So like they didn't flee. They just like
left.
Yeah, because they and like they did turn things down. Like he turned down joining the German Navy.
Yeah.
The singer group turned down performing at like Hitler's birthday.
Right. Yeah.
The eldest son turned down like joining as a medic because he was a doctor. Like all kinds of things.
Yeah, and then where they were hiking in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
If they had hiked those mountains, it wouldn't have gotten them to Switzerland. It would have gotten them directly to where Hitler's winter mansion was, which I found really funny.
If you look at a map, Salzburg is like very close to the German border. Like the closest big town to Salzburg is Munich.
Yeah. So
big city.
Like very
Yeah.
One more thing I just remembered from the 50th anniversary article, which I will link to in the show notes, is there's a picture of the actor kids grown up. And the guy who plays Kurt is like an AI version of like Turn Me Old. He looks exactly the same, just with gray hair. It's so hilarious because none of them, like obviously like the little kids like obviously wouldn't look the same at all, but like none of the older ones do look the same at all. Like Friedrich is a brunette, like they dyed his hair for the movie, but Kurt is just standing there like, yep, I'm Kurt. Haven't changed in 50 years. It's really funny.
Yeah, what else have we got?
So the other part of the war stuff that I was interested in, because it's similar to you, I haven't watched it in a really long time, and I was really interested in that, because as a child, you're like, he's mad, you don't really know what the swastika is when he tears it down, like, you don't really know what's happening, and you're like, let's keep singing, goat herd, da da da. So, in the second half, which is very much, the intermission is very much like, everybody's happy, and then, bam, it's badness.
Yeah.
So they come back from their honeymoon, and Auschwitz? Germany has taken over Austria. And he's mad about it, which of course he is, and they're all, like, kind of tense, but they're also, like, not tense. I know it's only a day, but they're like, they sing the reprise of 16 going on 17, and they're like, just wait a year or two, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, I know they don't know what's going on, but the people who wrote this musical knew what happened, and it seems a little cavalier to be like, don't worry about that your boyfriend's a Nazi. Just wait, and everything will be fine.
So there was a lot of, like complicatedness because all of these countries were all unified in the Austro-Hungarian Empire before World War I.
Yeah.
So, or I guess before, like, German nationalism, like, in the 1800s, basically. So, like, there was a lot of, like, cultural cross. Like, there wasn't a big military opposition. Obviously, there were people opposed, but it wasn't like the German occupation of France, where it was, like, Poland, a military occupation. It was, like, it was political, and like, it was, like, an annexation, or, like, a...
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it was like, so not chill, but like it was not. Yeah, it was not military.
It was just different, and I think, obviously, like, there were lots of Austrian people opposed to it, but like nobody was doing anything about it. Which, like, so that feels real, and like somewhere in the making of this movie, I think it was an article I read, and it might be in that 50th one as well. Like, the people in Salzburg were, like, concerned and opposed to them hanging Nazi flags while they were filming, and then they were like, well, why don't we just use, like, newsreel footage or something instead? And then everybody was, like, opposed, and that was, like, a play because they were, like, welcoming them with open arms and all the newsreel footage and stuff, which obviously the newsreel footage isn't the true story, but, you know, it was not... Yeah. I mean, similar in a lot of places in the 30s, like,
absolutely,
lots of people were pro.
Yep. That's how they...
German people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But.
Yeah. And then...
Did you realize that Butler was bad?
Maybe not as a kid, but definitely in the last several times.
Okay.
He tells on them.
He's the one who tells on them.
He's in leagues with, what's his face?
The guy. Aaron Detweiler.
No,
Ralph.
Yeah. Rolf.
Yeah, because that's when I first noticed like, this one, because when the first time Ralph comes, the Butler's talking to him about, like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, and so obviously, like, part of the reason why Austria was not opposed to this annexation, or in whatever you want to call it, is because there was, like, people in there, like, softening people up to the concept of Nazis. Yeah.
And
is there anything else other than Nazis that would, like, I was like, can we move on from the Nazis?
Yes, let's move on from Nazis.
But is there anything else Nazi related?
Well, I was just going to talk about Uncle Max, which is a little bit Nazi related, but not really.
Yes, it is.
So I looked it up, and I found some stuff on Reddit. So in the show, the musical, he is arrested at the end of the festival for helping them. And so everyone on Reddit was like, how is he, like, do you think he got arrested? Blah, blah, blah. In the show, and in the movie, and he is much more, like, play acting and, like, kind of tricksy in the way that it happens. So, and then they all, like, disappear and chase after the Von Trapps. So maybe I like to assume that he got away. But it was interesting. I've always kind of thought of him, since I knew what it was, as gay. Did you ever think about
Definitely coded.
Yeah.
He, so he was a totally fictional character.
Yeah, he was like a combo of people.
Yeah, of a bunch of people, but yeah. So yeah, I definitely, he's either gay or Jewish coded, or both.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had that feeling. So it was like, this is why I looked it up this time, because it wasn't even the show, like the festival, that made me concerned. It was before that. I was like, is Uncle Max Jewish? Did this story break bad for him? Because that's not something I wanted to think about, but... Yeah,
well, so just like his sort of subtle flamboyance of, like, just felt something like that,
and like being there as a chaperone. And anyway, okay, let's talk about, is this house why we're all obsessed with staircases?
It's a big part of it, for sure.
I think so.
Because that staircase is spectacular. Like the double staircases, and then it goes up around to, like, the galleries sort of level. Which, there's another, like, old-fashioned-y something that has, like, a similar structure. Maybe Peter Pan? where like the upstairs is like a balcony over the downstairs, kind of.
Oh, I don't remember. No, I don't know. It's ringing a bell, but I don't know what it is.
But yeah, I don't know. I've seen it in lots of things, and so just like that concept of like the huge like double height, sort of foyer, and then the upstairs, yeah.
There's a really good staircase in Holiday, but I don't think they have an overhang.
Yeah.
The only other thing I have, and then you've another, is the it's in the trivia. I think I probably counted when I was a kid, but the lady.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The lady, you guys all know the lady.
Just bows forever.
She bows 16 times, which is
oh my gosh.
Amazing, and I love her. She might be my favorite character.
She's amazing. My only other observation that's unrelated to tropes is that when she first arrives at the Von Trapps, she is wearing a dress, and they all say that it's so ugly, and I'm like, it's kind of nice. Yeah. Like, I quite like it, and maybe it's just because I associate it with her, like, twirling around in Salzburg, and,
I think the jacket helps a lot.
The jacket, like, once it's revealed to be a dress and not a skirt, I like it a little bit less, but the hat that she wears that whole time is so ugly. It's like a straw hat shape, but made of leather.
Yeah. That's rough.
And, like, Julie Andrews can pull it off because she can pull off anything. Yeah. But it's rough.
The other thing that's weird, I was looking at the cover of my DVD and then also, I guess, on IMDb, is that the poster that I've always seen has her in a pink dress. And she never wears pink in this movie. And it's always bothered me that the poster of this movie has her in a pink dress.
Yeah, that when she's like twirling around with her. Yeah. It's weird.
It's weird. And I'm like, why did this happen? Is it like a weird thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's just a weird aside if anybody knows the secrets to that. But
well, so I'm looking at an image of that poster right now, and it's like it's all super fake.
Oh, yeah. So they just like,
because like all the kids are wearing like straight yellow, and the gowns are pink. So it's just like it's very just weird,
stylized the way that they did posters. Yeah, back then. Yeah. Okay. Tropes.
Yeah. So we start off with enemies to lovers, but unlike last time, it's not like super enemies. They're just like
at
very
odds,
different and disagree, and they're at odds. And also, he's her boss. In reality, so they got married basically out of convenience. Like she needed
to not be a nun,
basically to not be a nun, and he needed a mother for his children. And then theoretically they fell in love later, although he died quite young. But he was 47 and she was 22, which is awful. In reality, the actors are only 6 years apart, which isn't so bad.
20s, gross. She is so flighty, and might be one of the original flighty girls. I'm sure the more older movies we watch, we'll find more of them, but she's just like, she can't stop talking, she runs so much, she falls down.
Daydreaming, she loses track of time. We've got a sad widower.
Yeah. He's not that sad, but he's a little bit sad.
Men are widowers, right?
Yes.
Yes. Sad widower.
Yes. There's a whole thing about it in Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, he's so sad, and using his only coping skills, which is the military, to manage his emotions. Which is why I'm like okay with the fact that he sort of magically softens, because it wasn't really him, it was his like coping mechanism for
dealing
being
with
widowed with 7 children.
7 children. Yeah. Maybe stop putting babies in your wife, and
right?
Yeah.
I think they were only married for like 10 or 11 years in real life.
Well, like you go like kids. I know I did that math when I was young, when they say their ages, and I'm just like,
like, oh man, you're just pregnant for your whole life. Yeah.
So we've got another woman. She's not lame and she's not douchey like we normally have, but she's a little bit evil, because we've got the specific stepmom trope of sending the kids to boarding school. But
and she doesn't really think the Nazi thing is
that big a deal. Yeah. But she's not as bad as like many other ones. She's not as tropey. And her outfits are incredible, and I'm here for them.
Yeah, her outfits are amazing. And like for somebody who like is making a decision to marry this man, not necessarily out of love, but out of the other reasons that women and married men in the 30s. When she discovers that he's like that they're like actually in love with each other. Mm-hmm. She handles it like not.
She handles it really well.
Terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she does a good job. Yeah.
The way she says it is like, well, of course, like she just, she's patronizing to Maria, mm-hmm. which is valid because Maria has like no life experience.
Yeah.
And so like doesn't understand fully what's going on, and then Maria feels bad because of the whole like religious nun thing. Not not that.
Yeah, that she did.
That she like accidentally did anything mm-hmm. or like
Oh, you know what? I just remembered in Julie Andrews' intro to the movie. She's like, why is it a favorite? Because of the singing, because of this, maybe because of the messages of faith. And I just was like, what were you talking about? And then like, as soon as the movie opened, I was like, oh, right, the nun.
Yeah, it's a super religious movie. Yeah. Yeah. Because like, so I grew up somewhat religious, but not in a kind of church that has nuns, and not like super religious, like we just kind of went to church and did whatever. And so I didn't really realize that, like, nuns were so, like, deeply religious. I just thought that it was, like, a home for women who didn't want to get married that happened to be in a church. Like,
yep. Well, like, if you watch this and you watch Sister Act, what else do you think nuns are going to be?
I definitely watched this well before Sister Act, too.
But,
so, I had no concept that nuns were so deeply, like, that nuns and like priests and stuff were like equivalently devoted to their religion.
Yeah. Well, there's also a lot of nun talk in this that you wouldn't understand at all if you didn't know what the terms were. Like, there's so much of like she's singing in the Vespas and she was doing this and like, she was like
postulants and
and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, you're mad at her for singing in one place, but you're literally singing about her right now, and you're also in the convent. So like, I don't know, you guys like,
seem a little bit. There's different rules for real nuns versus, like, learning to be nuns.
Learning to be nuns.
Yeah. Okay. Other tropes. There's montages.
Yep.
So many montages. Mm-hmm. But they're so good.
They are good.
Because there's good songs. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, like, Do Re Mi is iconic.
Yeah, that montage is amazing. And there is a So Swoony Swoony Dance. Ooh, we've talked about it before. And
so swoony.
That's probably why we put this on the list, because it's
definitely why it's on the list. Yeah.
Oh boy, that dance.
It's so swoony. Like, even Kurt realizes that it's swoony. And he's incorrigible.
Yeah.
It's so swoony. Their chemistry is amazing. Like, over the top. I don't even understand.
I think also, again, like, as you get older, you start paying more attention to him and their relationship, because a lot of it, like, I had forgotten completely about Something Good, and I was like, this song is great and a little bit sexy and a little bit like woo. But it's never the one that comes to mind when it's never in the top 5 that come to mind when you talk about this soundtrack.
No, like, it's the swooniest one, but it's it's like, it's not the bottom of the list, but it's in the bottom half for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Lindsay, does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
Oh yeah, 100%. She talks to about a man once with Mother Superior. Other than that,
well, and she and Liesl
talk about Ralph a little bit,
but it's more about like growing up.
But yeah, other than that, she's just does her job, talks about everything else. Goat herds, tea with jam and bread, all that kind of stuff.
So many goat herds.
Okay, before we get to our last segment, what's your favorite song from this movie?
I have a deep and abiding love for Mother Superior. Mm-hmm. So it might be Climb Every Mountain. Mm-hmm. But it also might be The Lonely Goat Herd.
Yeah, it's catchy.
I don't know. And also, like, Julie Andrews opening, like, the sound music. Yeah, probably in that order.
Okay.
Yeah. Unconventional choices, perhaps.
I accept them all.
What are yours?
Well, like I said, I have a new love, like, this week for Something Good, because I just discovered it again. I think Edelweiss is up there. Although it probably got not bumped down a notch, but it's got a caveat now that my 4-year-old niece sings Adel Poop a lot and thinks it's hilarious because that is hilarious.
Yeah.
So now I can't really enjoy Edelweiss as a song because all I think about is that, but it's still there. It's probably the one I find myself singing at random the most. And yeah, probably Climb Over a Mountain and Sound of Music. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Also, I Have Confidence is like a really good like pump yourself up song.
And then again, because I haven't watched it in so long, So Long Farewell, not only do I do it sometimes at work when I'm leaving the office, but all I can think about is Ted Lasso now and Danny Rojas doing the little thing at the end. So
that song and or Do Re Mi are probably my like most quoted songs.
Yeah. I did a lot of Do Re Mi with my nephew when he was young as well. So
but yeah, I think every time I watch this, I am just more and more and more and more impressed with
Mother Superior
and her voice, especially at that age. Like women as they age, like lose the muscle tone to like control their voice, and so I'm like, what did she sound like when she was like 40?
Yeah, right. Oh man,
like,
I just
absolutely insane.
I got Julie Andrews. She's written 2 memoirs. I don't know if the second one covers the surgery, but I was reading a little bit about it on her Wikipedia, and it's just like they took like some of her vocal cords out, which they weren't supposed to do. And like she had like 4 or 5 surgeries afterwards to see if it was just brutal. Yeah. And it's like reading that while watching Sound of Music is like extra upsetting.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, bummer turn.
Let's pick a pie.
Yay!
This one's amazing. Nuns, and particularly nuns singing about how much you suck at your wedding, or how flighty you are at your wedding. It's not so much sucking.
Yeah, she doesn't really suck, but it's
it's adorable.
It'd be like 20 is good because 15? I would say 15 because it's a thing. Like I thought about this before I started watching it. I was like, why this song? There's so many songs in this movie.
Yeah.
I do want to caveat though, because I was again watching it again of like how horrible the nun is at the beginning. She just hates life, that nun.
Yes.
But then she is one of the ones at the end who like badassly takes car parts out of the Nazis' cars, so I forgive her.
Yeah, it's true. I think she's just like a very serious rule follower.
Yeah, she's Maggie Smith before Whoopi Goldberg shows up.
100%. But yeah, so she's a rule follower, but not of like law rules, of God rules, which God is why rules. She hates Nazis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew. Time for the big one.
The next one. Yeah.
Captain Von Trapp swoon. I know this is Chris month, but we'll take it away from Christopher Plummer because he was bad during filming and just give it to the captain.
Captain Von Trapp. I'm going to say like primarily the second half.
Mm-hmm. Was not really in the first half.
The dance is in the first half.
Yeah, the dance is in the first half. So like the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's sort of from then onwards. Well, no, he's swoony before that.
Yeah,
but
just all of it.
I don't know. Like 35? 40?
Yeah, 35 is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's swoony, but also like he
needs to chill out a bit.
Because
of the next one. Yeah.
Because of the next one. He's got a whistle for calling his children.
Yeah.
And he felt like that was appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And how is the whistle less annoying than yelling?
I know, it's so strange.
I don't know.
10 for the whistle?
Yeah.
Because,
I think so.
Okay, swoony looks. This is like rivaling P&P almost at the points. We're just like looking at each other during like, oh my god, when he's singing Edelweiss on the guitar, she is not being coy at all. No, she's just straight on staring at him.
Well, it's like she's so innocent that she doesn't even know how to be subtle or coy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am fine with it because I am also straight on staring at him while he sings that song.
Like,
so
30?
Yeah. Okay.
Or 35. Should that be a tie with Christopher Plummer?
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. That leaves us with...
I think 5.
5.
Yes, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
For the Hills being alive. Because you can't make a pie about this movie with not have the hills.
That's true. They are quite alive. Yeah.
They are quite alive. Okay. Lizzie, what's next for them?
Well, we know about it in real life, which is kind of sad because he dies.
He dies in like 1949 or something like that. Like, not too much longer.
Yeah.
But they do have 3 more kids. So
oh my god! Stop it, dude!
I know.
Jesus Christ!
I know. But if we think about it in the context of the movie, like,
I am here for it because it's hard because it's like it's not really falling in love quickly, although it is, I think, over just the summer. But it's the 30s, so you know that's different.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like once you fell in love with somebody, like
that's how
you kind of had to just
do it.
Especially like if she was super religious, like and
it was falling in love quickly, but they spent all day together. Like once he came back, they were always together. So I feel like, and also again because of the nature of marriages back then, it wasn't like they had to.
Yeah, like they could continue to fall in love. Yeah. After being married.
Yeah. She really changes when they come back from her honeymoon. She is way more mature. Like I like that acting choice.
Yeah,
like, you don't see a lot of it, but she's very mature. She can read him very well. Like when they're talking at the car and like when they're on stage and stuff, she like keeps looking at him and knows what's going on.
Yeah, they're super connected, and she's also just like she's settled. She's calmer.
She's much calmer.
Yeah.
So I like it. I'm here for it. Yeah. I hope they have a nice life in Hitler's winter mansion.
No, they I don't know, took a boat to America.
Who knows?
I don't know what the movie purports that they did, but
no.
And then what's next for us?
Oh, well, this was Chris month. And now it's Christmas. I didn't even do that on purpose. I'm just punny on accident. So we will be doing some holiday movies. We'll be doing Serendipity, which is not actually really a Christmas movie, but it doesn't matter. And then Last Christmas, which I haven't seen since it came out. And on the Patreon, we'll be doing Princess Swap, because we love a fake country princess. It's a good time.
They're better than real princesses, for sure. That brings us to the end of our episode. Do you have rom-com-y thoughts on The Sound of Music? Or other musicals that we should do? We love musicals. You can always leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcast, or you can find us on social media. We are at Charts and Hearts Podcast on Instagram and Threads.
You can also head to our website, chartsandhearts.com, where you can submit your suggestions for rom-coms and tropes for us to add to the list. We love doing Chris month. If you have suggestions for another Chris month, let us know.
All Chris's are welcome.
Yes.
Also, like Christina, like any Chris all related.
Yeah. And you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/chartsandheartsclub. For Chris month, we did Princess Diaries 2, which was the best Chris out of all of the Chris's, I think. Not in the swooniness, because his hair was pretty rough, but in the characterness. He saved the day. Well, no, I'll take that back. He didn't save the day. He was a true swoony time. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Move on. It was good times.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
We would love to know your thoughts on this movie. And in the meantime, which one should I do? Somewhere out there is a lady who I think will never be a nun.
The look on his face is just like, what?
I know.
So good. Okay.
Delightful. Okay, bye.
Bye.